All right, this is Jay over here getting ready to record for Spray Paint Simulator. Out now on the Nintendo Switch. Game came out July 22nd, he says. Yes, it did. And this is a both single player, single system game and online with up to two players. It does support TV, tabletop, and handheld mode. The game comes in at 1.9 gigs on the Nintendo Switch and 1.9 gigs as well on the Nintendo Switch 2. So there is, yeah, and it's a White Thorn game. Um, I played the demo, I believe. Played that out on PC. And you can see what I need to do. So we're probably going to have to figure out where is best to have me sit. Let's check where chat is at as well. Chat box. Alright, that's over there. You know what? Let's put you with the chat box. And we'll see how that all fits together. Power Wash Simulator. Yeah, I mean, Spray Paint Simulator is like the opposite. Uh, and in terms of Power Wash Simulator, but I do love me some Power Wash Simulator. That game is my like vibing, chill, listen to a podcast kind of game. All right, so we've got a message here from Vincent as we get started here on Spray Paint Simulator. I hear you're planning to go into business for yourself. That's a smart move, kid. There are plenty of people in this town who need things done. Starting a business on your own is tough. I still owe you $200. That should be enough to get you going. I may be able to lend you more. Alright, we're going to work on this your first job. As you complete new jobs will become available as they appear on the page. Press A to start. Alright, we're going to jump right into it. Wheels. Alright, we've got a jump button. Ooh, jump on X. My favorite. Interact, crouch. I did not read those all. I got this old car as a trade-in. Somebody's unfinished project. Get it sorted out, and I'll give you some more cash to get your business going. It's oh, Tom, hold on, pause. Actually, let's look at the controls again. Um, I'll come back to the controls. Speaking of Power Wash Simulator, have you played Cash Cleaner Simulator? Basically, it's a game where you try to like fulfill money orders to what seems like nefarious business types, um, giving them either counterfeit money, wet money, dirty money that's like literally dirty, or like you clean it up because they might want only clean money or non-counterfeit bills. Sometimes they ask for only hundreds, only fifties. You have to put it in a certain bag, a suitcase, backpack, whatever it might be. That game is crazy fun. I lost myself like 4 or 5 hours last weekend playing that. All right. So, anyways, uh, left left control stick. That's our movement. X is your jump. Can I remap these because I feel like controls. Oh, you can't remap. I know you can remap on the Switch natively, but all right. X is jump. B is crouch. Left click to sprint. Rotate left. Rotate right. Raise lower. Spray. Rotate nozzle. Task highlight. Okay, that's our highlight. Interact. Move item. Torch. Does it have a flashlight? Aim. Equip. Okay. Alright. Before you can start spraying, you need to get everything prepared. To do this, you need to buy some paper and tape from the store. Press minus to open the store. Preparation. We need to buy some paper. Sure. Put down. And you go visit. Get some tape. Let's just get multi. Well, let's not risk it. I don't know if you can take your supplies with you. Alright. Now you need to pick up some paper and tape. You'd start masking areas of the job before you spray it. Yeah, I own that one. Also play a short amount. My backlog is pretty long, so I'm tried to 100% some now in terms of achievements, but I fail a lot, dude. I hear you. Okay, press R to highlight areas. Okay. And then how do I... Oh, I need to pick up the tape too. Dude, I don't like... Okay. Ooh, you know what? Does this have mouse controls? Wait, does it? Hold on. Maybe it does. No. Wait. No, doesn't have mouse controls. Ugh. This game needs mouse controls. Because trying to pick that up. Alright, mask. Oh, you actually have to remove. Yeah, the... Oh, man. That joystick is crazy. Like, to line that up is a bit much. Yeah. Backlogs. Let's talk about backlogs. Because I have a backlog. I think most gamers... Oh, you just gotta mask the whole wheels. Oh wait, why did we mask? We totally masked the floor. Oh man, movement in this is really, really jumpy. That's one thing I don't like about the games like this. These FPS, they're somewhat hard to just maneuver. Looks like we will need more tape. More tape or paper. Or did it say I need more tape too? Visit the store. This is where I wasn't sure if if I just grabbed, I could have saved some money. So what are some games in your backlog right now that you're thinking are gonna be what was Crouch again? Oh, there we go. That you're thinking are gonna be some of your next games to play. Are there gyro controls in this? Button toggle. Highlight time, camera smooth. Let's see what that does. Oh, reticle size. I'll bump that up. Oh, now it's like a crosshair. I don't know if I... This is so touchy. Like, see how that... Like, I'm barely tapping the button. Or the joystick, sorry. And it's really, really touchy. I also need to move my camera down. Because I can't see me. And that is not going to work. There we go. Breath of the Wild. That is a huge, huge game. Okay. I need to mask. Yep. Oops. And hood vent. Front side marker light. Right there. All right. Required color, tangerine torque. All right, head back to the shop and buy equipment. Ooh, we're gonna be out of money quick. Pay. And then we want some paint. Oh wait, do I need to equip first before I can paint? Where did that end up? It's my torch. Equipment. We own it. Okay, so where... That is... Okay, did I not pick up the paint? I'm so confused right now. Equip. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's right, you have to put everything down. I'm not sure how I feel about these controls. Definitely need a mouse mode. Okay. Spraying on and off. Alternatively, you can hold. Okay. This feels like Paint Simulator. And it feels like Car Wash, or Power Wash Simulator, but I'm trying to paint and not waste all my paint. I'm not sure how I feel about these controls. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these controls. Definitely feels smoother when I play with the controller on PC or even a mouse. And if you had mouse controls, I feel like I could forgive this a little bit. Yeah. Man, this is... I want to like this game because I really enjoy the simulator style games. But so far, this is not doing it for me. Struggling. With the kind of the wibbly wobbly controls. I do like that you get the percentage right there on the top right. Man, my... Oh man, I'm really... I want to like this, but these controls do not feel tight. I can't explain it other than it feels very like the movement doesn't feel good. Oh man. Okay, hold on, pausing. Well, there's too many to say, but as they keep releasing more games, I want to play more Clair Obscur. Okay, a friend of mine says Clair Obscur is their game of the year. I'll just leave it at that. I haven't played that game yet. New Mafia, I agree. That one looks really fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance, both 1 and 2, I'm behind. Yeah. Yakuza Dragon, Like a Dragon, I believe. Something and more, yeah. I played a little bit of Kingdom Come. I actually feel like I have Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 on my Switch. And yes, more than 100 games in the backlog. I hear you. user interface is huge for games. If it's fluid enough, you don't even think about it. Those are the best. Yes, I am thinking too hard about this right now because I am not liking. Oh, I know. I wanted to see. Are there? I don't like this reticule now. Camera sensitivity. Let's turn that up a bit. Let's leave spray speed. It just feels like it wants to pull a little bit, and it doesn't have like a smooth, like I'm barely tapping and it feels like it's moving too much for me. I man. Does camera need to be smoother? Sensitivity maybe? Oh man. Dude, I'm so frustrated right now. I don't feel like this should be this hard. Like, that's nice. Nice and smooth. But like when you want to just move, like I wasn't using the spray paint. I feel like it was super touchy. Like when you're just trying to line up stuff. Then once you get going, it's like it kind of works a little nicer. Like it moves slower when it's shooting paint. I know that's really hard to explain while playing, when you're not playing the game yourself. Do I gotta jump up on the hood? Jump up on the top? Like this should be how you spray paint. Well, I covered the wheels. I will go back and check them though, Storm, because you have to put masking paper over them. Oh, yeah. No, I think the wheels is the mission. The wheels is the mission. Yeah. Oh, no problem. I don't know why I keep turning the flashlight on by accident. I got the hood. Front end, front fender. I'm also used to the clicking of Power Wash Simulator, and so I keep doing the controls for Power Wash Simulator. Yes, and see, this is where like the Switch has the ability to have a mouse mode. So like the Switch 2 can do mouse controls. And I agree. Rear quarter panel. Out of paint. You can now remove the mask and view the job. All right. Unmask. Unmask. But see, this is the thing. It's like, it's so touchy. So touchy. Oh, gosh. I can't. It's like... Spray one. It's like... You just move ever so small movements, and it's like, no. Oh, man. Hurry, quick. Is there a timer? I don't like, I feel like the touchiness is what's gonna make me not dig this game. I also feel like I need to find a better spot for my we need to put the antenna back, and at least you don't have to be close on that. The grill covers there. So I know I have complained about the touchiness like 17 times. Okay. I also can't be over there. All right. Continue. The touchiness is what's gonna do it. I made $400. All right. Message from Tony. I hear you've recently moved into the renovation business. I told you I've got some pretty quick slick spray painting skills. Come on over. I've got the perfect job for you. Okay, I am gonna keep playing this because I'd like to get like an hour, maybe 2 hours of review time in. But let's read here. All right, might have to lower the sensitivity. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Did you miss the wheels? That was the title. We figured that out. Makes way more sense. Yes, it does. Mouse would be nice. Yes, see, look. Switch two controllers. I have no idea where they're at. Have the little mouse mode, but you can't, like, it doesn't switch to mouse mode. Like, if I go out of the home menu and I put my controller down, I now have mouse mode. Okay? But there's no mouse mode in this game. They need to update the support for that. Give me mouse mode, Spray Paint Simulator. So we're gonna go Tony's Kitchen. Spray painting is not just for cars. Tony wants you to give his kitchen a refreshing look. Alright, and we can look at our other past job if we really want to try to spray paint that car again. And I don't want to do that. Alright, Tony's Kitchen. I know a lot of people. I owe a lot of people favors, if you know what I mean. You do a good job on my kitchen. Get it all looking nice for my kid's 10th birthday party, and I'll make sure everyone knows you're one of the good guys. On the other hand, if you do a bad job, you'll upset me, my wife, and the whole family. Do a bad job, and you'll be sleeping with the fishes. Capiche? Whoa, dude, Tony just threatened me. Tony threatened me. All right, let's visit the store and buy that. And we're gonna get the multi-pack. And that. Pick up some paper. Pick up that. Oh, you know what? Can we get more? Okay. We're spray painting that. We're not spray painting that. We're not spray painting that. We're not spray painting the stove, or that, or that. Are we spray painting the window? Oh, just covered up the faucet. Oh, we're painting all the wood trim. And okay, should be light. What else are we missing? Oh, the windows. Alright. Required color. Bashful blue. Alright, let's go get some bashful blue. You gotta equip. Paint. Are these not in alphabetical order? Bashful blue. Alright, here we go. Our first coat on. Yeah, it does have neat graphics. I feel like that car really shined after the paint job. Just kind of like the water, the way that the water shimmers in Spray Paint Simulator. Again, it's very touchy, like obnoxiously touchy. Don't waste all the paint. Oh, that's that L button does that thing. Hmm. That was weird too. It like jumped me over. I don't know. I feel like I'm complaining about game controls and I shouldn't have to. I feel like there's like an expectation for like smoothness that I have, and this game could use just a little bit of cleanup on the polish. But it's pretty much feeling like reverse Power Wash Simulator. And that's not a bad thing. I really like these kind of job simulators. Still neat scenery, yeah. And like, it just looks cool. I mean, it's clear, yeah. A lot of good, detail. Did not mean to go way up there with that. Will not be cleaned or painted. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna sit there and go like cleaned. Nope. I mean, you need paint it. But again, it's like it's just a little touchy. when it doesn't need to be. And I don't know. Like, I messed with the settings. Do we need to go the opposite direction? Like, the camera's... Oh, I thought I saved that. I don't know. So a game that I want to play on stream, and I'm hoping to find some other people, would be Grounded 2. So if you play Grounded, it's on Grounded 2. It's on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you can play it for free, like included in your Game Pass account. And it's just a fun game. Oh, it's a survival game. So like if you've never played it before, it's a little like Minecraft in some ways, in terms of. And then like I want to use this, but again, it's like okay, it's super touchy. Big Minecraft fan. Okay. Well, Storm, do you have Game Pass? Because I think it would be fun to play. Not yet? Okay. Well, if you have the ability and you get it, let me know. I would love to play. You should. Yeah, you should. Even if you know what? I might go to get you a code for a 3-month trial. I recall having some free trials that were sent my way. Let me put that in my memory bank, because I don't have the keys here, the cards with the codes on them. I can see what I can do. I'll give you a free trial. I had codes sent to me a little while back, and I can get you a code. That'd be super fun to jump on a stream and play. I cannot read those people asking for phone numbers and stuff. I don't know if they're asking for mine, for new jobs. I guess that would make sense. I feel like I like Power Wash Simulator a lot more than this. Just from the offset, I feel like the controls need mouse ability. And then I need to be able to figure out this sensitivity. But I think this is a great... Like, I'm having fun. I just could use a little tightening up. Told I shouldn't stand on the counter, but I don't care. other than that, other than the sensitivity and like desire to have mouse controls, this is pretty good. Do I need to get up top? No. Great details to the objects. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the assets are pretty clean. I have one of the new things that I am trying to get into is I want to build a space in VR chat for people to come to. And one of the groups that I'm a part of, we have a Discord called the Tornvale Tavern, is a group primarily people I work with, and we go out into VR chat and we share just the love of Jesus and the gospel with people that we encounter. And this group, we go by the Tornvale Tavern, and we have a Discord for the same name. And within that, I feel like I want to make like a VR chat space that feels like it belongs in that world we've kind of started creating. Yeah, it would be, I haven't played a lot of Minecraft, but I would totally chill in Minecraft too. But I totally would get Minecraft. I think I have it installed. It looks like I need battery. So, spare battery. There we go. So it's definitely easier to control once you've got the spray paint flowing. It's just that initial lining up. It's like really giving me a little bit of grief. That makes sense. Feels like the game wants you to like obviously use the paint, but it is encouraging you to like line up your quote unquote shots, because let's be honest, this game and Power Wash Simulator are totally just first person shooter games mixed in with a job, that you can do in real life or pretend virtually. But it's just a first person shooter game. And so the controls, in my opinion, are not quite as tight on this game as your standard first person shooter. Until you get kind of the paint lined up. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I'm fighting with this control scheme. And it doesn't I hate that it's the thing I'm focusing on. But listen, I want to play some DK Bonanza, but I wanted to get at least one review game off of my list today. And since I had the Switch up, I was like, oh, I'll play Spray Paint Simulator. And I appreciate Whitethorn and the publisher for giving me a chance to share this with you guys. I just don't think my initial I'm not really appealed to this right now. Like this is not. I mean, I'm not hating this game. I'm just not 100% sold. Oh, now my daughters are getting loud. I don't know if you can hear them on stream, but they start getting loud. They're watching a TV show or movie, and I think they took a little break. And now they're so I feel like Power Wash Simulator didn't really have to manage like water. Like you have to manage paint here. I feel like this would be an interesting job to have. Like if you could just mask stuff and paint like this. Like I don't know. I've never painted cabinets. I don't know if you can actually just do this um, like in the house without taking the cabinets apart. I don't know if you've done that before, Storm. Let me know if this is even possible or if this is a fake game. Or anyone else. I don't know if anyone else is in chat. Is this actually possible to do this? I don't feel like it should be. I don't feel like it should be. I also feel like I'm using so much paint. Again, the control, like I hit the button and the control like wants to snap to, like the other area. Yeah, so I don't know if this is even possible. Just masking a room and just spray painting. But I like the idea. If this is, you know, if this is real, kind of curious what other kind of jobs you have. Like if you paint some houses, or what other things you've got going on. Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to share with you, Storm, uh, my wife and I at our conference for crew got the opportunity to do kind of a bunch of fun things. We have this outreach called Victory Beyond the Cup, which is going to center around the World Cup, which is coming to North America. There'll be games played in the United States, Mexico, um, and oh yeah, I'm sure you will end up doing multicolor. There's also free paint which I think you can just do whatever you want. I don't know if that gives you like some other options. Anyway, so for Victory Beyond the Cup, and you can check out their website sometime if you're ever interested. I don't know if you're a soccer family, but the object is to get people, inviting people into their homes and watching soccer during the World Cup and using it as a discipleship and outreach um, to hang out with their neighbors, meet other people, and just share Jesus. And so we had it set up where we were um, part of the living room experience. We had FC25 set up, and in that we so you're still here, Tom? Cool. So I can talk to you too. We had FC25 set up. We had a tournament. We had games available for students to play. Like I was saying earlier, when JT was here, and I was looking through my Switch games, we had Mario Kart, Mario Strikers, Battle League, I think is the full title. That was a lot of fun to have that set up. The kids really gravitated towards that one. Oh wow, I missed a bunch on those like floorboard or baseboard. I don't know if that's baseboard. What do you consider that? Baseboard? I guess that's baseboard. Anyway, so we had the tournament set up, and we had I had like 20, maybe 18 players in the tournament. We did a single bracket or single elimination bracket tournament. It was a lot of fun. I feel like I only wish I had more time to play, because like single elimination, that just means some people only played like their one game and then they were knocked out. That was kind of hard, but that was mostly because I just didn't have time. We had a lot of stuff going on, and there just wasn't enough time in the space that we were allotted to have kind of more than one tournament, or more than one bracket kind of thing. I wish we had a little bit more. A lot of fun having the kids that wanted to play like Mario Strikers. They were hilarious. Like there was this kid. He scored a few goals as like over a couple games as Bowser Jr. And at one point he like scored a goal and he was like, yeah, he was like flossing. He was super into it. And it's weird too when it snaps after you are out of paint. Oh, I am out of paint. Did I not? It's like, did I not get paint? Get this side of the kitchen done. I think if we get one side, we'll feel accomplished. Okay, I gotta stop pushing the jump button. Did Power Wash Simulator come first? I mean, there's always games putting a spin on things. Oh yeah, this game is new. Just came out in July. So yeah, Power Wash Simulator was definitely maybe not the first of its kind. I mean, I'll admit, like, I played Lawn Mowing Simulator and Pool Wash Simulator. Like, there's basically like a simulator game for like every job you can think of now. Lawn Mowing Simulator. I play a lot of SnowRunner. It's kind of my plane simulator game. I just started playing American Truck Simulator, and I may have done like 5 or so jobs in that last night. Mostly because, again, my daughters and wife have been watching Bones, the old TV series from like the 2000s, and when they're just enraptured in that, I don't really have much else to do. And so I just play video games. I should have streamed it. I know I would have had at least one of my students. So Tom, I don't know how much you know about me. I also run an esports club at a local college in Pennsylvania, and we're getting started up soon. But one of the things some of my students and I have been doing, playing SnowRunner together, and so sometimes those guys will jump on, and I'll stream SnowRunner. That's been a lot of fun. I think Storm Chaser has been here for some of those shenanigans with SnowRunner. Not on the stream, but just watching, or not playing, but just watching. And those are some hilariously fun times. A lot of times it's just chilling, working through stuff. But yeah, I feel like Power Wash Simulator was kind of like one of the first of its kind. And it's good. Like, I like it. We're 85% done Tony's Kitchen. So I do feel like the UI, like, on the game is a little bit more, like, showing of details and stuff than Power Wash Simulator. At the same time, I feel like they could move all that stuff to, like, one area and not feel like they need to take up every single corner of the screen, because I definitely have to like look all around to like see all the details. Also, I feel like the prone icon, developers, if you're listening, I feel like the prone icon should change based on if you're like crouched differently. 100%. That's 100%. That's 100%. I think in Power Wash Simulator and like most first-person shooter games, when you go prone and you're like kind of like flat on the ground, like the icon changes to show you, to let you know, like, yeah, you're actually like on the ground. I just feel like some of that visual acuity. And then I always keep jumping. I feel like you should only be able to jump if you're standing. Otherwise, the top button, instead of jumping, should just move you a level. Because that animation is kind of weird when you're all the way on the ground. I don't want to look at my... Can you remind me when I'm done this level? I'm kind of curious how many hours I have. I don't think it's my most played PC game because I put a bunch of time into SnowRunner, and my SnowRunner time is both PC and Xbox because I play on Game Pass. Well, like I own the game, but then sometimes when I play the game, I play it on Game Pass. I just feel like I don't know. I'm still. I know you can't necessarily tell. Maybe I'm still fighting with these controls. I don't know how well that things translate in a as you're watching the stream. You see like the controller like just jut like kind of whack. That is, that's a good question there. The scenery, so like you asking like outside. I mean, it doesn't seem like the lighting changes outside. Hey, spraying complete. Unmask. 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 The kitchen faucet looks really shiny, but like in a good way. I don't know if I would want the windows being the same color. I'm not. Ugh, I am not sure how I feel about this color scheme. I feel like. Ugh. I don't know. What do we say? End job. Just keep pictures, plaques of the missions complete. It seems like the levels are. Well, I got $1,295. Ooh, I unlocked the big nozzle. The tall steps. That's called a ladder. Yo, dude, I was gonna message you about something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I remember. It was sprayed you. I got an old bus I want to use for my next tour. Just needs a few coats of paint to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and spray paint this bus. See how long this takes us. I do agree that the missions are a bit long. Like, I mean, I think that one took me like a half hour. Alright, this tour bus been through a lot of places. Just can't remember any of them. Bought it off Rob years ago. The guy brings a whole new meaning to the words rock and roll. I've been meaning to have it repainted ever since. Alright, this job requires different parts to be painted different colors. Hey, there's your... Pressing R will help you see what needs to be done in each stage. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna buy our equipment. Party bus. I know. Preparation. Okay. And more prep. No. We will prep first. Pick up paper. Pick up tape. Oh. Alright. We also have to repair. So I wonder all the different pieces. I mean, definitely gonna have to get the ladder. Looks like we're painting the black first, because it's not letting me cover the black. Actually, okay, Disney Dreamlight Valley, is that good? Because I haven't, and I know you're gonna say, yeah, I mean, I have like more than 200 hours in it or whatever, but like I've never played it, and I've seen a bunch about it, and I'm like, I'm not picking the colors yet, but I don't know if like during these missions, if it like lets me do what kind of cool colors I want, or if I have to adhere to whatever the guy wants. Does that make sense? I feel like I need a better understanding of the controls. Like, I feel like if I had mouse controls on the Switch, this game would be infinitely better, and I would complain a whole heck of a lot less. Like, this game is probably aces on the PC. Actually, I think I played it on the PC. I might have used my Xbox controller, but if I didn't, it's because it wasn't available, and it made me play. Requires more paper or tape. That was around the other side, right? I hope I get to pick. It's pretty good, but up to each taste, kind of like an Animal Crossing with Disney, yeah. But it's time consuming in some events. Actually, follow IRL time that I kind of just like. Ooh, yeah. I mean, that could be rough. So I think it wants me to paint the black. So we gotta select these little chrome bits, which is like super tedious. He says as he manages to hit those pretty quickly. But like that camera, just doesn't let me. See, and time is one of those things where it's like if a game doesn't value my time, I am not playing it. Still gotta do repairs on the one thing. Oh, man, I totally missed all those little masked areas. I have a lot of tape left. Out of tape, almost. Oh, of course, more. Gotta go back to the store. Yeah, I've heard kind of some of those bits. Again, I've never played it. And I feel like I would like it. Mostly because of like the different characters. I'm a big Toy Story fan. How's the Toy Story world, content, etc.? Is there a lot of it. Would it appease me? Appeal to me, maybe? And I like Animal Crossing. Tom, if you ever want to connect on Switch, feel free to share your Switch friend code with me. You can send it to me as a private message. What did I miss that needs masking? Blinker masking. Oh, there it is. Alright, Jumpy Jalapeno for the green. You know, while I'm in the store, I am going to just go ahead and put down the battery and have that ready. I think it's a little crazy that you have to like put the items on the ground. Not crazy, but like that's one thing that's like different than Power Wash Simulator is that like I mean you have your soaps and stuff. But what I was gonna say, Tom, if you ever want to connect, and Storm 2, like I forget what all systems you have, feel free to like send me your like username so I can find you, your friend codes and whatnot. I'd love to connect online and all that jazz. Wait, it's showing that it's not done, and yet it like counted it. That's weird. I feel like this has been easier than the kitchen cabinets. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting better. I don't know. Oh, we have the larger... How do we switch between those? The larger spray nozzles. That rotates them. Let's see. Hold on. Controls. Rotate nozzle. Rotate left, right. Oh, I could totally just... Do we need to... Maybe we unlocked it, but we didn't buy it. I have 100. Yeah, I have. Okay. That rotates. Oh, that's... Okay, there we go. Now we're on... If you have Steam, we can be friends there if you want to check out the games I play. Yes, I do have Steam. I believe. Let me just check real quick. Oh, you know, I don't even have Steam opened up. You don't have to share it here, but you can message me. But my Steam name is just jober1982, and that'll be awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. Totally, we'll check out your games, and if there's any multiplayer games that you play that I own, I would totally sync up. Totally sync up. So I'm not really sure. I equipped the larger nozzle. this whole bit needs to be. Yeah, we could totally sync up. If you ever, I don't know, like if you're streaming and stuff, like I've been trying to get back into streaming. Storm Chaser's been my, like, almost from the get-go, day one joiner. Um, Still honestly not sure if I know Storm Chaser in real life, and that's okay. We know each other here. And been a great part of the community and just chatting, sharing kind of life. He's a dad like me, a gamer like me. So I'm looking for more like people to play with, whether dads or not. That's a-okay. And if you want to ever join on stream and sync up, that'd be fun too. So one of the things I'm looking forward to, got approved to go part of my work, but there's a conference coming up in November for streamers who are Christians, like myself, and it's a conference called Reach. It's out in Orlando, Florida, and I am hopefully going to be able to go. Okay, kind of retired from streaming. That's okay. I've just kind of been doing it as I have games to play. Totally get that. Play for the fun of it. Dancing dragon, dancing dinosaur, dragon-looking guy. Love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just streaming for fun. Like, I'm not looking to make, you know, a living doing this. I really, honestly love my job, and part of my job, I get to do this in some ways. And so, like, I already get paid for that work. So this is just something extra that I get to do. I'm not trying to be like a full-time streamer. I mean, if it came to that, that'd be fun. But I'm not holding my breath on that. Okay, so I think we need that ladder. Not attachments, equipment. Oops. Store. Let's use the tall one. Yeah. And we'll start over here. Oh, why is move? All right, sounds good. Ooh, that is really touchy. But yeah, if you get on and we find some games, I'd totally be down for that. I mean, depending on like what game it is and everything, I wouldn't mind streaming like multiplayer games and all that. But you don't have to. Totally get that. Appreciate you popping in. How did you find me? If I could ask. I don't even know, Storm Chaser, if you're still around. How did you find me originally? Follow me on X, or are we in a Discord together where maybe we have aligned in the past? Just curious to know. Feel free to message me those things if you feel like it will give away who you are. You can be super vague if you're trying to remain secretive and anonymous. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and just kind of chatting and hanging out. If there's anything that you want me to know about you and how your week's going, one of the things I like to do, whether here or in VR chat stuff that I get to do, work, I like to just offer up, you know, times to chat and share what's going on. And then if there's anything like that I can be praying for regarding your life and things going on, also appreciate you sharing those with me. I do like to pray for my friends, whether we know each other in real life or on stream. So, like for me right now, um, I could be using just some prayer. My daughters are getting ready to go back to school, and sometimes that's a little stressful. And yeah, that's sometimes tough. Uh, I mean, I'm in Mike Tendo. I do write for them and play games for them, so that is possible, Tom. Unless I'm wrong, it was from Twitter in the past, and I found you out. You had Twitch, so I followed you. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, well, I apologize if you've been on my streams in the past. I did not recognize your name initially, um, so that's sometimes because old. Um, I'm in my 40s, and I tell you, uh, I'm not always remembering the things. Oh, my battery's dead. Can I get my battery from up here? Let's see. Ah, if I crouch. Oh, it won't let me. Alright, swap battery. I did a short time, but it was like, oh, okay. So I did a well, cool. Okay, now I feel really like an old person or whatever, not not knowing that or not remembering that. I maybe like now that you mention it, like I feel like maybe yeah we've crossed paths. I helped manage Nintendo 64's website. Um, Back in the day, they actually used a design that I had made. Mike has since moved to a different design, not because of anything I did, just refreshing it, and I wasn't really agreed. Twitter is a mess. Um, I haven't really reviewed much for Mike in the past, but I'm hoping I told him recently that I'd like to do. I don't know what I just did there. You're gonna see on stream my controller. It wasn't really the controller, but like the nozzle bugged out. All right, cool. Thanks, man. I will check out your backlog, I guess, and see what games I have. Maybe there's something we can connect on there. Um, I have some multiplayer games on PC. Um, you mentioned Animal Crossing, and there's a game that my daughter and I love to play. It's not a multiplayer game, um, but it's called Tiny Build, and you basically just build these cool little like diorama like villas, and you have basically like all these tools at your control and command, and you don't have now I'm on P, and you don't really have like any design that you have to do. It's all just whatever you want to make. It's a really cool game. But yeah, I'll check out your Steam library, whatever games you have, and get back to you. Okay, okay. 2017, 2018. That was like pretty much when the Switch came out, right? So that would have been like right in the beginning of my time working with Mike. I had worked at on a site like Switch Force, I think is what it was, or something like that. I think there's a guy that goes by Switch Force now, but I don't think that was the same person. Um, Almost certainly wasn't the same person because the guy that I worked with was like, you say like Norwegian, maybe, and so he had like a little bit of an accent. a guy that I know that does Switchforce now, is like lives kind of nearish to me. I mean, he lives in like the Northeast United States, pretty sure. Um, but anyways, cool. Well, I am so glad that you're here and that you connected today on stream. Um, yeah. So, what have you been doing aside from a backlog, a bevy of games in your backlog? Um, what do you do for work? uh, uh, I can agree with you on that sentiment. I still like writing reviews from time to time. I think Mike or maybe Jack Marceau like goes through and cleans up my reviews. Sometimes I ask my wife because she is an English major, and she's good at the word smithing and all that. Um, but yeah, I totally agree with you. Sometimes like writing the reviews, I have found that I if I don't like the game, I find it really hard to want to play it and write a review about it. Um, kind of like the oh wow, I'm like stuck on the bus. Kind of like some of the issues like that I've come across in this game. Like I want to like the games that I'm spending my time on because I don't have like an infinite amount of time. I got to be selective. And if I'm tasked with reviewing a game, an indie game that's not great, then 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 I find my time is wasted. I don't like how precise you have to be. I don't like that you can also just start spray painting while you're holding the ladder. Review team or team behind this game. If you're watching this, like, there's just a few little quirky things that'd be cool to see fixed up. Not being able to spray paint while holding a ladder, that would be good. I don't think you should be able to do both of those things. Because, like, yeah, it's just kind of quirky to be able to do that. I mean, I feel like, and maybe obviously like writing in Twitch is a little different than writing a review. I feel like your English has been fine here, um, but those are two very different things. Wait, what am I missing on the tour bus sign? Because oh, okay, so this phase is 99% done. All right, that stage is complete. You need to mask it and then unmask the next section. Cool. So what is the next section? Okay. I like how this one, I like how you work in phases. I feel like the colors are going to be really cool. Not enough time to play the game before the post. Yeah, I I do some previews for a few outlets still, and a lot of times I'll ask specifically to just do like the game previews, meaning like early access type stuff. I struggle with the time limits that I have, like when I need to get something out, like a certain date and time, because I am so busy. So I totally get that. Oh, I turned sprinting on. I don't want the sprinting on. Totally get that. And that's hard because like sometimes that limits me to like what game. Sometimes I wonder like how some of these guys get stuff done so fast. I wonder like, do you have a job? Because and like I have a wife and kids, and I want to be able to see my daughter's like basketball games, soccer games, and so I don't want to be playing. I mean, I know how this sounds. I don't want to be playing video games all day long. I have a full time job, um, and I can't be playing games all the time as much as I would love to. um, but yeah, I totally agree. And that's why like I'm doing streaming, because a lot of times like I'm playing games on stream as part of my coverage. So again, thank you to the studio behind this team letting me cover and play and both uncover the mask uh, on the bus and be able to spray paint and all that. So wait, am I supposed to have a different paint color? Now I'm really confused. It didn't tell me. Did it tell me to get a different color? Because I feel like, why would I have masked all of that? Oopsie daisy. Oh, okay. Store, paint. I don't like how these are not in alphabetical order. Oh, if I would have read up there, it literally shows me the color. But yeah, man, totally. I do not need the wide nozzle. I just change the attachment. So a lot of times I'll only take games if the developer is like cool with playing it on stream and sharing it with you guys, because I don't have time to play a full, 100-hour game. He says, I bet now I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna check out my Power Wash Simulator time. What do you think? How many hours do you think I have? What did you say back there? Uh, you have 156 hours in Power Wash Simulator. Guess what? I have 171 and a half. 171.2. And that's only 14 achievements. It's only 14 achievements. I don't know what I'm doing wrong that I only have 14 achievements. Because I feel like I have played a ton. But yeah. I have a lot of time in Power Wash Simulator. I have not played Power Wash Simulator's multiplayer. Have you? Because that could be a fun one to just chill and play together on stream. I feel like you have 84 of the achievement. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I have a lot of the DLCs, but I don't think I have all of them. I'm kind of curious what I'm doing wrong, but I don't have achievements. And I actually probably have more time into that game because I played it on Xbox as well. There was a time I was super, like, just, that was the game. Like, morning, noon, and night. That was the game that I was playing. My daughters and wife think it was hilarious. Sometimes I hunt the achievements, but in the game naturally I could take time getting them. I was very close to 100%. Yeah, that's. I mean, if you like the game, you know, more power to you. Getting those achievements. I don't really achievement hunt. I'm like in the camp of like just getting to play games. I feel like is enough for me most days. Like I feel like I don't know. Like some people are like, "Oh, the Switch needs achievements." I'm like, "No, I don't really need achievements on my Switch games." I didn't have like a PlayStation until PlayStation 5. Always been like a Nintendo and Xbox person. But then I bought into the God of War hype, and that game was so good. And what did God of War, Spider-Man, played The Last of Us 1. Did not play Part 2 yet. Maybe need to do that sometime soon. Hogwarts Legacy, I got that on PlayStation. So yeah. I feel like I'm turning the paint off more here than the water in Power Wash Simulator. I feel like because it's so, like, it's a material that you gotta pay for. I think that brush doesn't got this, like, direct spray. I wonder it's not like, hey, come back in 5 hours after the paint dries before you mask it. Yeah. So, Tom, what do you do? What do you do for work? I don't know if you wrote that in chat previously. But what are you up to these days when you're not gaming and all that? What do you do? I'm a website designer developer, so stuff I was helping Mike Tendo with. literally the stuff that I do for my full-time job. Um, yeah, what do you do? What do you do when you're for work? I feel like the camera is still not sensitive enough for me. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that you're out of work. Um, but I was a local supermarket, but it was local supermarket. Sounds kind of boring, probably. I'm trying to rethink again. It's tough. I'm just finding hard time finding out what interests me. I get that. I totally get that. I work retail in a supermarket back like years ago, decades ago, and I found like it very fulfilling. The group that I was at, I worked at Target. I really enjoyed that. I don't know. I just found like the customers that I had, I enjoyed them. Um, the people I got to meet and see, um, and I tried to make like I had tried to have as much fun as I could with that work, and I really felt like enjoyable. There was a time where I was like stuff like being a security for them or asset. I can't think of it. It's like where you basically like determine uh, loss prevention. Loss prevention. That's what it was. It's like running the cameras. Doing some different stuff there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, you don't have to share all the information. I don't know how old you are. Took me a while to get into the place where I'm at doing web development. And front fender masking. Did I miss a wheel? Oh, I did miss the wheel. All right. Midnight mischief. Love it. All right. What'd you say here? I would wish all to have work. Not all people in the world do, but it's always something to think about and find something to do. Yeah. So, like, what would do you know? Like, what are some of the things you would be interested in doing? For full time work and employment. Do you have like any formal like college training that aligns with like a career, or if you could just pick anything, like obviously like beach bum, maybe I don't know. I like working too. I feel like fulfilled and appreciate it for what I do. I feel like I'm having a good time at the place that I work at right now, and the group that I'm working with. Just a lot of great people. I do web development, and I manage, like I build out web pages for resources that we have, and those are like family oriented, parenting oriented, mixed families. Like I've adopted families, families where maybe like grandparents are raising kids, and then I get to do some like video game stuff, like kind of on the side for that. I'm not really sure at the moment. Agree. Still, and if you find something that you're really passionate about, it's great. Yeah, I mean, like there are a lot of days where I feel totally blessed to like have a job that doesn't always feel like work. And that to me is like so cool that my job really does like fulfill me, really does bring kind of the best out of what I get to do in helping people. And it, yeah, it's so cool like that I get to do that. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit. My daughter just came up and said dinner's ready, and I said I'm in the middle of something. I'll be a little bit, and she said, "Fine, it's more for me." Oh man. So I might be quitting soon. We're having like chicken Alfredo, and if I honestly like if I wait too long, she would totally eat all the food. So we're almost at the 2 hour mark here. Mask up all that. I'd really like to finish this, but I feel like there's probably a whole another like layer to this job. And I don't know that I want to wait that long. I'm not hungry. What was your Steam name again? Maybe I could find you. It's just Jay. Here, I'll type it into chat. Right? I think that's it. Let me just double check. Yeah, and then 1982. Oops. Oh man, it's asking me to sign in to my Twitch. What? Uh, let's see. Can I paste it here? There we go. I had to go into the paint they want me to use is Red Redemption. That is hilarious. Red Dead Redemption 2. About probably almost 2 years ago now. I was in the midst of. I was fired from the previous job. Long story. It wasn't a good fit for me. You're not showing up. I wonder. Well, I'll look at your whisper. I'll find you. That's what it said in my Steam account. Alright, give me a moment. Friends. Try. I don't actually care. Try that. Since it's the friend code or whatever for Steam. See if that worked. Hey, we're friends now. I just got a pop up. So, I'm probably going to be quitting here to go eat soon. Because if I don't go, the garlic bread and the chicken Alfredo will be gone. Unless I get delivery. Girls are yelling at each other. I still have to play the games to get achievements, though. It's not like they just magically pop up. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I feel like this game has kind of achievements in each level, just in terms of like the pieces um, being completed. You get that little like ding. Like Power Wash Simulator is great at that too. Curious to see what games we share on our list. Oh, my battery's dead. Gotta swap. And while I'm over here, oh, my paint's at the other end. Oh, sounds like maybe I don't know if I'll actually. We're gonna start another episode. I don't know. We're watching Bones, which is a fine show. I'm not caught up on it. Like I watched it back when it was like televised. Need to. Should have moved that ladder. I just want to know if there's more layers after this, because if there isn't, then I feel like I might be done for this. I think this is a great game. I think there's just a few quirks that I find kind of annoying. I think the colors look great. So like, just like the water looked great in Power Wash Simulator, I think the colors look really great here on the screen. Very vibrant. They pop really well. And I think it's pretty cool. I also keep forgetting that like I can rotate the nozzle. Front door. Oh yeah, that's right. This had the Hey, are you talking about me? 238 games in Steam or you? Because I know every time there's like a free game or a Steam sale, I notoriously am like buying games and 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 they're sitting in my box just begging to be played. Tell my wife that though. But she has a lot of books she hasn't read. So that was the last one. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna unpack this thing. Let's look at this bus. It's kind of a little crazy looking with the color scheme, the red, yellow, green. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And like the masking, like honestly, removing the masking is kind of a pain because you don't have that fine control. Like once you start spray painting, yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, man, this bus is kind of hideous looking. What do you think? So was that 238 Steam games mine? I'm just curious. I would be surprised, like I said. I get game codes. I'm super behind right now. I have like 20 games in my just like preview, early access, review, demo, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's me. But I'm gonna be done here in just a few moments. In all seriousness, I will hope to find you. Well, on my game page where I have 209, so not all of them. Okay. I mean, I have like my favorites list, and I have a bunch of others set up. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how many. I wouldn't put it past me to have like close to or that many as well. Wipers back on. Oh, you know what's messing me up? I got the mouse from my OBS. 11 of them I have 100% achievements. Oh, that's so a while to go. Exactly. That's why I don't buy into the whole achievement hype. I don't need that pressure. Like I played Red Dead Redemption and several like hours, like tons of time into that game. But I'm not gonna find all the fish and hunt all the animals. I ain't got time for that. Is it really that big of a deal if they drive this bus with all the masks on it? I don't think so. What else is left? What else is left? Can we just sell that stuff? Oh, we can. Oh. Get some money back. Okay, so learn something new. You can sell your paints. Not sure I'd ever 100%. That one that is hard, but we'll try to play it more. Yeah, I really had fun with that game. I was in between jobs, and I was like if again honestly like I was going through a really rough bit when I was playing Red Dead. Front lower metal trim. So I feel like that's gonna be somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. I was, yeah, probably the most beautiful for sure. I was in just like a really bad place in between jobs after being fired for what I would say is like really dumb reasons. Played the heck out of that game. But anyways, Whitethorn Games. This is their newest spray paint simulator. Wrapping up about 2 hours here. Finished a few jobs. We did wheels, we did Tony's kitchen, and we did the bus. And we painted all of them, masked them up, taped them up, painted them. Got a couple multi-layer stuff going on there in the bus, which was a lot of fun. But overall, I mean, I feel like the game is good. I feel like there's just a few little things that I'd love to see changed. And because of those little quirks, I feel like right now, if I had to give a grading on the game, I'd give it like a 7. But there's probably a lot more, to do. I don't know how many jobs there are. I've done 3. Worked for 4 different customers, worked for 4. Played, hour and 40 minutes. I mean, interesting. I guess that doesn't count like any of my stuff or paused. But yeah, I enjoyed what I played so far, and I'd love to see just more. Got an art gallery now to paint. That's kind of funny, ironic. You can do free paint. The custom uniform. That's kind of cool. You can join a co-op game. So if you have friends that are playing, you can join them. But I don't have any friends that are playing. But anyways, let's quit that recording. We're gonna thank you again, Whitethorn Games, for sending